Hey everyone, Nick Walsh here from LiveX, and today we are going to unbox the Hollyland Cosmos 600D. So this guy is going to give you 600 feet of wireless video transmission, so let's take a look inside. So just like the 1500 that Rob unboxed a while ago, it's pretty strong here. It's got the good pull tabs, so I'm not going to be worried about if I check this or anything about it opening up on me when I don't want it to. So let's see what's in here. First layer here, we have the Cosmos 600. Transmitter and receiver. Got the user manual. You could probably find the information in this online, so we'll just throw this away to the side. And then on this bottom row here, we have all of our accoutrement. It does only come with 3 antennas, even though there's slots for 8, but you only need 3 for this guy. So let's pull these antennas out. Let's also pull the cables out that come with it, the articulating arm, and the crab clamp. So let's get this out here. Let's talk about the attachment methods. A lot of wireless transmitter and receivers will not come with anything, which is cool because you can pick what you want, but I like that it comes together, so it's actually a complete kit that you could just actually use right out of the box. You don't need anything else. So you have 2 options here. You have the crab clamp, so you'd clamp this to a table or something like that. And you have this articulating arm, so you could attach this to a camera stand or the camera itself. It has a 1/4-20 screw on the bottom of it and the top of it, so you'll attach the transmitter to this and the 1/4-20 to a screw on your camera, and it tightens or loosens here. So when it's loose, you could position it in the way that is most optimal for the camera operator, and then you could tighten it up, and it does get very, very tight because nothing's worse than having a loose one of these on a camera and flopping around. So this does feel pretty tight. So I imagine it would be great in like a steady cam rig or something like that, and moving around a lot, and I wouldn't be worried about it falling apart. So let's put this over to the side. Cables it comes with a 4-pin LEMO to D-tap, so this will be perfect for a SWIT battery or a V-mount battery. However, it does not come with any AC power, so you will not be able to hardwire it right out of the box. That's the one thing I'd probably change about this, is to include that AC power, because for a receiver, it's just a point of failure, especially in a live environment. You do kind of want to hardwire that. However, if you're using it for a wireless monitor, you don't need to worry about it, but that is something to know when you're buying the kit. You could get a D-tap to AC adapter and just slap it on the end of here and get power that way. So you get 1 for the transmitter, 1 for the receiver. Got the 3 antennas. Made of good material. These stick out pretty far, so that way you'll get some good frequency area. So now for the actual device, I have the transmitter here. So this is the thing that's actually going to go onto the camera itself. So that's why it's much smaller, and it's pretty light too, because you don't want to add more and more weight to your rig. So this is going to be great for that. You can see on this front panel here, this is where we're going to select the channel. These guys work kind of like walkie-talkies, where you just coordinate channel 1, channel 2, and they'll talk to each other. Makes it really easy if you're using multiple, so you can make sure that they're not going to interfere with each other. So let's pull out the receiver. This guy is much bigger, and let's look at them side by side and compare and contrast. Now, they're gonna talk to each other, so you're not gonna use them for the same thing, but let's see what's different about them. First of all, the antenna. I don't see any antenna part on the receiver, so you're just gonna put 2 antennas on the transmitter. You got these 2 yellow tabs. Pull that off, screw an antenna on. And then the receiver must have internal antennas, and that's how it's gonna pick it up. On the side here, we got our on and off switch and where we're actually going to power it. And there's also a stereo in point for a microphone or something like that. On the front of it, here's with this OLED screen, how you're going to coordinate the channels. You'll just pick your channel here, you go to menu, if you're doing like firmware update or anything like that, and this is actually going to be where you coordinate the signals. On the bottom of both of them, you have your 1/4-20, so you can throw them on any 1/4-20 stand, camera plate, anything like that. And then I/O on the side here. So you're gonna get, on the transmitter down here, actually I'm gonna throw it this way. So on the transmitter on the left here, you're gonna have SDI and HDMI in, and then an SDI loop out for your monitor. Then this USB here is gonna be for firmware updates. The same thing on the receiver, except it's the output. So you're gonna have HDMI out and then 2 SDI outs, which is gonna coordinate with the SDI in from that one. Now, one thing to note is this will not act as a converter. So if you're gonna plug an HDMI on the transmitter, you need HDMI on the receiver. Same thing with SDI. So you cannot actually cross from HDMI to SDI. And then you have USB here for firmware updates. And then the one difference on the back of this is the battery power. So this is what you're gonna actually mount your battery and what you'll D-tap off of. So this is gonna be an L series over here, so you could get a SWIT and D-tap off of that. And then here's gonna be a V-mount battery, so you could get an Anton Bauer. Anton Bauer also makes L series. So you'll plug that in and for your wireless, or you could buy an AC power adapter and use that as well. So there you have it. That is the Cosmos 600D, 600 feet of wireless video transmission. Check us out at LiveX Production on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. And yeah, give us a shout. Tell us what you think of the Hollyland 600 when you get it. Thanks.